Well, it's the end of day one here at the Curtis Cup. It's the 40th staging of this magnificent match, and Team GB&I putting up a fairly stout defence of the cup that they won so well in Dunleary 2 years ago. So they're trailing by 2 points after the fourballs and the foursomes, going into day two, which is going to be more of the same. And you know, a couple of the Irish girls really putting in great performances. But overall, let's get the assessment of the Ireland team coach, David Kearney. How are you, Dave?
Hey Shane, hi guys. Yeah, great day. I think Paula Grant really hit her. Didn't really know she was at this level, and then she banged this level, and she just loved it today. She really enjoyed it. So I'm delighted for Paula. Half a point this morning, ran out of a little bit of steam this afternoon with Lily May, but fantastic stuff from Paula this morning. Really enjoyed it. You know, you get picked for Curtis Cup after playing international level, and you think, am I at that level? And this morning she was, and she really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Olivia was Olivia. You know, fantastic morning. Really poor front nine for her, and then the back 6-7 holes just switched it on like a light, and birdied 3 of the last 6, I think, to help Sophie, and the two of them got their half on 18 as well. So the two girls did really well. It's been a good day for the guys, but a 2-point deficit against the US going in tomorrow is going to be tough.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. I think we handled the greens reasonably well, but the US are handling them slightly better. More birdies. And I think that to be 2 down going into 4-ball and foursome tomorrow is going to be a big ask to get it back to somewhere. Traditionally, US are stronger in singles, so to get it back to keeping it at that 1 or 2 point game for tomorrow night, that's going to be the challenge.
How good is Olivia?
Well, she's got everything. She's got this X factor. It was almost like I talked to her afterwards, and it's almost like she kind of just woke up with 5 or 6 holes to play and said, I need to play a bit better here, and she can switch it on that quick, Shane. That's the thing with Olivia.
What is that she has?
If I knew that, you know, if I really knew that, we'd be in totally different shape completely, because she's had that all her life.
Yeah.
She's had that ability to hold putts when she needs to, play shots when she needs to, and unquantifiable, I'm afraid, from my perspective.
Okay.
We've seen it with a few players, and Olivia being one of them. She's the bigger the crowd, it's almost like the better it's going to be for her, you know.
Okay, so she knows how to rise to the occasion.
She does, and I think that's the big thing for her is the you know, when she gets into US Open last week in Shoal Creek, she had a great experience there. This is her second Curtis Cup. She loved Dunleary, and she's really been enjoying this week with all the rest of the girls, and with her captain and her team manager. And I think when she gets to this, in a place like this, as beautiful as this is, next thing there's 300 or 400 people around her watching, and that's really what she loves. That's why she wants to do what she wants to do.
Yeah. Okay. So very quickly then, let's talk about Leona turning pro.
Yeah.
Which was an obvious next step for her.
Yeah.
And also, you got Maria Dunn, the poster girl, you know, who's not here, but for very good reasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what a star performer she's been, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure she's watching at home with interest.
Yeah.
Having loved the fact that she's been part of it, and maybe part of it again.
Yeah. I think the big thing I've learned over the years with the girls is that there's many ways of doing it, and if you look at how they've all done it in terms of, Paula's a qualified optometrist now, so she went to college first and did her golf second. Olivia's been kind of destined for this since she's been very young, as has Leona. And then you look at Maria, who struggled with injury for a few years, then came back and played her best golf in her early 30s. And I think it's a message to everybody, is that both in the male and female game, you know, I don't think there's any kind of linear progression that it needs to be done a certain way. If you've got the want and you really want to do it, you just have to wait for your time, for your turn.
So they've all got great desire, and it comes out in different ways, doesn't it?
Different times, different ways, and you know, sometimes it's just a matter of waiting.
Well, it's been a very interesting first day here at Quaker Ridge. What an incredible golf course. Tom Ashfield is the course superintendent. He and his team have done Trojan work, in fairness. The place is just immaculate. Tillinghast designed that. It's been lovingly refurbished by the man of the moment, Gil Hans. He's been doing work at Winged Foot across the street, and he's been working on Merrion. So, you know, he is the architect du jour, and certainly for these sort of setups. But it looks fantastic. It's going to be a great day tomorrow. Dave Kearney is the director of golf now down in Carton House. He's also the coach with the Ireland elite squads. I know you love this, so look, I know your dad's coming out to the US Open next week.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a nice family affair.
Yeah.
And you know, enjoy it. I know it's tough being on the sidelines when you know some of the girls as closely as you do.
Yeah.
But there is something to savour about a Curtis Cup, isn't there?
Yeah. I don't know. It's been, look at it. Dunleary was fantastic, and here it's my first one in the States. and just to come over and support the two girls and you know, be part of what they're doing over the last number of years and trying to help them in whatever way we can. Really interesting being there with their parents as well today. That's when you're working with junior golfers as they come through and you get to know their parents as well, and then you spend some time on the sidelines kind of going through each missed putt and each hole putt with their parents. I think it shows that parents sacrifice a whole lot more than maybe for the game of golf and for other sports than sometimes when we're kids we don't see it. But you see it when you get a bit older and you have kids yourself, and these guys are enjoying it as much as their kids, and that's nearly as good to see.
Okay, Dave Kearney, pleasure. We might have another assessment tomorrow.
Yeah, lovely.
But for those watching back home, I know you stayed up late to watch the Curtis Cup, or if you missed it, there's more coverage on FS1 here in the States, but also on Sky Sports tomorrow. I think there'll be some of it on the red button, but you'll get every second of it. You just need to know where to go. But we'll be here with all the coverage, and we're looking forward to another great day on Saturday. And you know, here's to a good stout performance from GB&I, because it's not easy taking on the Americans on home soil, but they did very, very well today, but they still are now separated by 2 points, which could be quite crucial come the conclusion of this Curtis Cup, the 40th staging. But from all of us here in Quaker Ridge, bye-bye.